Oh, hey, see that container? That's for you.
Huh?
It's the trout I caught yesterday at the buzzard hole. Grilled it up with my world-renowned marinade.
That's actually super thoughtful. Thank you.
You sound surprised.
No, sorry. I'm just not used to people randomly doing nice things for me.
Oh, we'll have to fix that.
Hey, you remember the ad for this? What was their slogan again?
Huh. Something poetic about time travel and life being weird, I think.
Why didn't he try to make himself look a little more mayor-like? He looks like a cartoon college professor. Michael's waiting for me back at the couch. I'm surprised Tessa let you hang this up.
Yeah, she hates it. But as long as I don't promote my lifestyle in front of the customers, she doesn't say anything.
Man, must be exhausting to spend your days educating these people.
Here's the thing, I don't. Opening the mines of this town will be a full-time fucking job. And emotional labor pays shit.
Hey, I hope this isn't too personal, but you ever been with anyone in Delos Crossing?
I dated a guy in high school for a minute, but we had to keep it quiet. I've been with a few other people, but that shit's tricky out here. And what about you? You ever been with a guy? I mean, assuming you're into guys, which I guess I kind of did.
I've never really been with anybody. Guess I was too busy processing trauma or whatever. But if I met a guy I was into, who knows? Do you ever get lonely in Delos Crossing?
Yeah, sometimes. So I'm always in Juneau working with the JCE, meeting new people. I gotta make my shit happen for me, because no one else will.
Right. I feel you. Anyway. No way! You like Duplex Duo too?
Yeah, Allison got me into him. We were supposed to go to his show in Juneau a few months ago.
And what happened?
You ever heard of moon rocks? We took 2 hits before going to the show and that was it. Our feet couldn't find the floor. Not our finest hour. And I'm done. I gotta tell you, it's so weird to finally meet the other Ronan.
You mean the OG Ronan? I was born first, you know?
Is that so? Thought Allison said she was.
Well, our mother never actually told us, but it was me. So, why is it so weird to meet me?
Because I just heard Allison tell your story so many times. She told me everything about you. Fireweed, your transition. I hope that's okay, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine. She asked me first.
Yeah, figures. That lady is thorough and she loves you, like, crazy.
I know. So, yeah, you were probably the first person to know about it other than Alyson.
I'm glad he trusted me. And it's great to finally get to know you in the flesh. You're pretty alright.
But you're not too bad yourself.
I try not to be, especially around guys I'm trying to impress. So I wasn't blowing smoke when I said you should move to Juneau with us.
I know.
I've got a community there. Could be yours too.
Fitting in. There's a concept.
You have no idea how life-saving a chosen family can be. It pulled me out of the dark more times than I can count.
I hear you. Hey, can I ask you a question?
Of course. Shoot.
Why do you care so much if I move to Juneau?
Look, like I said, I want to get to know you.
Because I'm just that fascinating, huh?
Honestly, yeah. I think you might be one of a kind, Tyler Ronan.
Thank you for that, but I think you might be looking for something I'm not right now.
Oh shit, did I make this awkward?
No, you didn't. Don't worry. I'm just all over the place right now.
Of course. Yeah, I get it. Sorry about that.
It's really fine. I appreciate the compliment, though.
Oh, hey.
I've been standing at that counter for an hour waiting for you two dum-dums to come back. Are you guys ready to go?
Mm-hmm. I think we've done about as much damage as we can back here.
Yeah, let's go.
Here we are.
Thanks for letting me hitch a ride over.
No problem. You sure we can't drive you back?
Nah, you're like stretching my legs. It isn't far. And anyway, can't put the wind in a bottle.
All right.
Tessa should be at her parents' grave, not far from the entrance. Look for a big crooked tree. You can't miss it. I'm gonna go check in with my uncle. Good luck. For real.
You look pretty spooked.
I've never been a big fan of cemeteries, especially after, you know.
I promise after this we can chill at the house. Cool? So, did you ever come back?
Shh, keep it down.
Better?
Much.
Why do people always feel like they have to whisper in cemeteries?
I don't know. Probably just a mirror neuron thing.
Oh, what?
Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah. Anyway, have you been back here at all? Since the funeral?
No, I've never had a reason to. Thankfully.
Huh. Building a house right next to the cemetery. Hard to think of a worse idea than that.
Well, look at Michael. Some people actually go to cemeteries willingly. People with functional families, I guess.
Yeah, you let me know if you ever meet one of those. Well, here's the crooked tree, but no Tessa.
Let's check around for her parents' grave, just to make sure this is the right spot.
You think it's possible Michael remembered it wrong?
Well, I've done inventory with him before, so yes.
De Leon.
That's the one.
Don't tell me we missed her.
Hello, Mr. Eagle.
Kids, it's time.
Wait, is this the one we called Big Crookedy?
The exact one.
Why didn't we call it Gnarl's Branching? Total missed opportunity.
Because we weren't hip to basketball back then? Or CeeLo Green?
Damn. I remember it going all the way up to the clouds.
Everything does when you're 4 feet tall.
You really have to go, Eddie?
You can hold my hand if you want.
I can walk fine on my own.
It'll be quick, okay? Then we'll get something to eat.
The day of the funeral. I barely remember it.
That's probably for the best. I don't think either of us are exactly eager to relive what went on behind that gate.
So... I know I said we didn't have to visit her grave.
But it feels like the right thing to do.
Yeah, exactly. Lost in the chaos of history. What's that mean?
Not sure. But Michael should know.
When did Michael's uncle die?
Last year. It was really hard on him. He's still feeling it. Long time no see. Do you want some company?
Come on over. Make yourselves comfortable. So, how are you, holding up?
Is this a bad time?
With you? Never.
Don't mind me. I'm not really here.
Hey, I get to see your ugly mug almost every day. You're old news, lady.
You wound me. Deeply.
So, can I help you guys out somehow?
So what was your uncle like?
Oh boy. Where do I start? You know that one grumpy grandpa in all the sitcoms? The one that types like a T-Rex and never leaves his recliner?
I think I'm getting the picture.
Not yet, you aren't. As grumpy as he was, they didn't make him any sweeter than him. He's the kind of guy who accepted you for where you were at, even when he didn't approve.
Not many of those out there. You and your uncle were really close, huh?
Definitely. I could push his buttons without even trying. My family's old school Clinkit. Spent more time with my uncle than my dad. He was the first person to test out all my new recipes. Even before Alyson.
Guess I should thank Uncle William for saving me from a muffin top.
If you need a new taste tester, sign me up.
As if you had a choice. I plan to hit you both up for feedback my whole way through school.
I'm in. As long as there's nothing as adventurous as that Tlingit-style salmon with pepper and saffron.
No way I'm promising that. Fortune favors the bold, goes double for food.
Hey, can I ask you something about this place?
Shoot.
What's the story behind the Tlingit Memorial?
May the memory of our dearly departed never be lost in the chaos of history.
That was Uncle William.
Lost in the chaos of history?
Well, let's say you wanted room for a school or a road and didn't give a shit about ethics. Easy, you just dug up our ancestors. That shit happened a lot.
God, assholes.
Yeah. And I mean, it still happens, but not as much. We have the elders to thank for that.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Well, I'm here if you're ever curious.
Talk to you later.
You bet. So, how are you, holding up?
The sooner this is all over, the better. So far, it seems like everyone in town's got an ugly secret. Please don't let me find yours.
I'm way too good at disposing of bodies.
You did look an awful lot like Jack Torrance yesterday with that axe.
Here's Mikey. But for real, though, we gotta schedule a movie night. ASAP. How's it going?
Hey, can I ask you something about this place?
Shoot.
What's the story behind the Tlingit Memorial?
May the memory of our dearly departed never be lost in the chaos of history.
That was Uncle William.
Lost in the chaos of history?
Well, let's say you wanted room for a school or a road and didn't give a shit about ethics. Easy, you just dug up our ancestors. That shit happened a lot.
God, assholes.
Yeah. And I mean, it still happens, but not as much. We have the elders to thank for that.
What's the story behind the Tlingit Memorial?
May the memory of our dearly departed never be lost in the chaos of history.
That was Uncle William.
Lost in the chaos of history?
Well, let's say you wanted room for a school or a road and didn't give a shit about ethics. Easy, you just dug up our ancestors. That shit happened a lot.
God, assholes.
Yeah. And I mean, it still happens, but not as much. We have the elders to thank for that.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Well, I'm here if you're ever curious.
You and your uncle were really close, huh?
Definitely. I could push his buttons without even trying. My family's old school Tlingit. Spent more time with my uncle than my dad. He was the first person to test out all my new recipes. Even before Alyson.
Guess I should thank Uncle William for saving me from a muffin top.
If you need a new taste tester, sign me up.
As if you had a choice. I plan to hit you both up for feedback my whole way through school.
I'm in. As long as there's nothing as adventurous as that Tlingit-style salmon with pepper and saffron.
No way I'm promising that. Fortune favors the bold, goes double for food.
Talk to you later.
You bet. Anyway, girl, I know you're in it right now, but try not to let it get to you. Juna's gonna seem real boring after all this, huh?
God, boring sounds so good right now. Binging terrible shows while my amazing roommate cooks something delicious. Heaven.
Delicious food for tax returns?
You got yourself a deal, mister.